Hello NBA fans, and welcome back to another video here on the NBA the week that was. Yes, it has been a while and I apologize for that. School has been a lot and there's been other podcasts I've been working on for my school's newspaper. You guys should check it out. It's called Statesman Soundwave and we post all types of content. We analyze the recent election, we're getting to know staff members, we're getting to know some of my school's alumni. So if you have time, please go check it out on Spotify and YouTube. It's called Statesman Soundwave. However, back to the basketball. Today in this episode, I'll be going over the NBA draft, especially the Atlanta Hawks. Being a Hawks fan, I'm eager for this draft to happen on Wednesday night. There are some players I am looking into for the Hawks that I feel will be great fits, and I'll be speaking about that in this episode. It will be one of the shorter episodes on this channel, just covering who I believe the Hawks should draft. So without further ado, let's get right into the episode. One quick thing I would like to point out before I begin this episode is I'll be making these picks for the Hawks assuming that they keep the 6th pick and don't trade up or down. I personally feel that the 6th pick is a good place for the Hawks to be picking given our current requirements as a team, and I don't want them trading for a veteran player. I feel there are some great players in free agency that we can get, which I'll be covering in a later video. However, in this video, I'll be assuming that the Hawks maintain the 6th pick and will be making my analysis based off that. First, let me talk about one unrealistic candidate that I really wish could end up on the Hawks, but it doesn't look like it will. As of now, Deni Avdija is looking to be going 4th to the Chicago Bulls. However, if he falls down to 6, I need the Hawks to pick him up right away. This 6'9" power forward from Israel is a perfect fit for this Hawks team. He has experience playing in the European Basketball League, and we've seen how that pays off for guys like Luka Doncic, who has some years of professional experience before coming into the NBA. They're more ready for the NBA level of play and like playing with older guys, unlike kids coming out from college who don't have as much experience against professionals. Avdija is 6'9", he's 220 pounds and is more athletic than most of the prospects we've seen coming out of Europe in a while. He enjoys playing defense, which is something we don't really see from European prospects, and he really prides himself for being able to guard multiple positions due to his quick feet despite being a 6'9" player. He really is a perfect fit for the Hawks in the sense that he has the ability to guard multiple positions. I feel he can easily guard 2, 3, and 4 on the court, the power forward, the shooting guard, and the small forward, and he can also play all those positions. He has underrated playmaking for his size. He's one of the smartest players in this draft. His ability to make cuts, find the passing lanes, and really do things that are more veteran moves, like for players who have played in the NBA for 5 to 10 years, Avdija already does those, and we need a guy like that on the Hawks, a guy who can make decisions besides Trae Young. Young needs some help on the playmaking end, and Avdija can provide it. Avdija also has such a high ceiling, given he's quite young, he's 19, and he has some professional experience, but also his size makes him such an intriguing prospect. He's 6'9", but he has a great playmaking ability and he has quick feet, which I've said before. However, he isn't the best scorer off the dribble. If the Hawks can really develop him to become a better off the dribble scorer, he could be a menace in this league because he has the ability to create mismatches all over the court. So Deni Avdija is a guy I want on the Atlanta Hawks, but it doesn't look like it'll be happening because he'll be going to the Chicago Bulls. The next, more realistic option that I would be equally as happy with for the Hawks is Tyrese Haliburton, the point guard / shooting guard from Iowa State. This guy is 6'5", and he's around 200 pounds. He's around a Lonzo Ball type build. However, he is also one of the smartest players in the draft. I think a good NBA comparison to him would be Marcus Smart and Lonzo Ball. That's really his ceiling, a peak Lonzo Ball and a peak Marcus Smart. And honestly, the Hawks don't really need a star prospect at this moment. We have Cam Reddish, who I believe will develop like a stud in this year's NBA, and Trae Young is already developed to the all-star starter level. We need a guy who can help us win now because that's what the Hawks are trying to do. Haliburton fills that role perfectly. He is a great off-the-ball shooter. While he has some unorthodox mechanics, he hit 40% of catch-and-shoot threes in college. He's an underrated playmaker. Again, like Avdija, he's a very smart player on the court. I would argue one of the highest IQ players in this draft. Again, making cuts, finding the passing lanes, knowing what to do on the offensive and defensive end. Speaking of the defensive end, he really holds his own against point guards and shooting guards, which is necessary for a team that has Trae Young, who is by far the worst defender in the NBA. As a Hawks fan, I will admit it. This guy behind me, he is definitely one of the worst defenders in the NBA, if not the worst. So I feel that they need Haliburton to really step up on the defensive end and take Trae's matchup so Trae can go on the easier guy to guard. Overall, Haliburton would be a glue guy for the Hawks, filling in wherever we need him, being a playmaker off the bench when Trey sits, defending multiple positions, making the right decisions. Haliburton is a guy that needs to be in the Atlanta Hawks franchise. And with that, I would like to conclude this episode analyzing the potential picks for the Atlanta Hawks in this NBA draft. Yes, I know the Hawks have been very active on the trade market, as reported by major news guys like Shams, Woj. Everyone is saying the Hawks are big time in the trade market. However, I would be very happy if we stay put, get a guy like Avdija, get a guy like Haliburton, who will really improve the young core of this team and really boost our playoff aspirations, because both these guys are NBA ready and will really help our cause in making the playoffs, which is a goal for our team this year. If you're new on this channel, subscribe, and please like this video as well. Comment down below what you think. Do you like Avdija more? Do you like Haliburton more? Is there another guy you like? I mentioned Okoro in one of my previous videos analyzing the Hawks' potential draft pick. So let me know if you like Okoro more. I'll catch you guys on my next episode. Thank you.